What's going on, everyone? Tech Me out here, and I have to say, I don't think I've ever seen a speaker, especially a Bluetooth speaker, with this type of a design. So this is the Emei Solo One, and I think it takes the current award for one of the most beautiful Bluetooth speakers I have ever seen. It's going to be linked down below in the description box if you want to check it out for yourself. But basically, you have an aluminum speaker grill that's about 8 inches in diameter. Surrounding that is a wooden texture cone that's going to be smooth to the touch with no sight of any physical buttons. You also have an aluminum base holding things up, which helped this tie in quite nicely on my desk. But like I said, you have no physical buttons as everything is controlled via touch. So to turn it on, you simply hold your finger on the power symbol for 3 seconds and then wait for an audible notification, which is going to signify that the device is on. You will also hear a notification when it's in pairing mode and another notification when it's paired. You also have the option to pair your device via Bluetooth or NFC. The volume of what you're listening to can be adjusted with a swipe upward or downward of your finger on the touch controls, which for the most part responded fine. However, I did discover an occasional delay when I would use my phone to control the volume instead. I would basically turn the volume up or down on my phone, and about 10 or more seconds later, the speaker would then catch up and mirror what I did. Now, this didn't happen all the time, but it did happen enough to the point that I feel it is something to expect occasionally. Now, another thing that didn't respond quite as well for me was the power control. I say that because when it comes to powering the speaker on or off, I often found that it sometimes would recognize the placement of my thumb just fine, and then other times it didn't. So basically, I would find that I would turn it off and place my thumb in the exact same spot that I placed it to turn it off, and the speaker just wouldn't respond. Now, I think this was one of the more frustrating things I discovered about the speaker, because when you're ready to listen to your music, one of the last things you want to do is have to fight with the power button to even get the process started. Now, out of these touch controls that you have on the Bluetooth speaker, unfortunately, you don't have any media playback controls, which means you can't advance to the next track or go back to the previous track. And for a speaker of this price, that is something that I think would be necessary for me. That way I don't have to rely on my device in the event that the speaker is closer to me than my device is. Now, when listening to the sound that the speaker output, I would say that it was fairly decent. Everything was evenly distributed and it packs enough bass to enjoy your music, but it doesn't overpower everything. To me, it had a very rich sound with lots of clarity that made pretty much listening to anything quite enjoyable. Now, compared to a lot of speakers out there, this one is definitely going to run you more than the average. However, design aside, this speaker may look great and sound great, but it only has 3 hours of battery life. I mean, like, how? Why would you only have 3 hours of battery life on a Bluetooth speaker? So yes, it took the award for one of the most beautiful Bluetooth speakers, but it also takes the award for the shortest battery life on a Bluetooth speaker that I have put my hands on. But thankfully, a workaround is that you can still use it while it's charging, and from looks alone, I don't see me taking the speaker with me while I'm out traveling. It's more of a Bluetooth speaker that I would use predominantly at home, so more times than not, even though it's just a 3-hour battery life, I should be fine having to use a power source in the event the battery does happen to die on me. So as you can tell, there are quite a few things to consider if you're interested in purchasing one of these. So it really comes down to what's important to you. Meaning, do you want sound quality and design over function and performance? I can't deny that it does have a very classic, unique, and elegant look with great sound production, but there are still quite a few things that could have been a lot better function-wise on this particular Bluetooth speaker. But Apollo One is extending a coupon code for everyone who is interested in picking up one of these that will help bring that cost down a bit to $88. So if you're interested in this option and this product, the coupon code and link to the product will be provided down below in the description box. So I do have a question for all of you before you leave out of here. Drop down below in the comments section, what is most important for you when it comes to a Bluetooth speaker? Is it battery life, design, durability, sound quality? What is important for you if you were to purchase a Bluetooth speaker? For me, when I'm looking for a Bluetooth speaker, I really look at the design and the battery life. And sound quality kind of comes in second with battery life as well. But those are like the 3 most important things for me. But that's going to sum everything up for this one. If you haven't already hit that like button and you enjoyed this video, go ahead and do so now. And if you aren't already a member of Team TMO, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can become one. And as always, thanks for taking the time out to let me tech you out.